Welcome back. How y'all doing today? I'm doing terrible. Almost shed a tear. My eyes got watery. I can't believe it. I truly thought when all them leaks came out that Pep Guardiola was leaving Manchester City that it was cap and he was staying another year. Because the whole year he was talking about, I'm gonna fulfill my contract. I'm gonna fulfill my contract. I'm gonna fulfill my contract. And then now it comes down to it. And I don't think that the Everton game or the Bournemouth game really cooked us. I think what cooked us the beginning of the year when we started off winless in like 4 or 5 Premier League games. That was terrible. We drew to the bummiest teams, and then we lost to Manchester United right after because the thing is they just sacked Amarim, so the team was finally feeling happy again, and we were in a terrible situation, and they fucked us 2-0. I made a video on it. I was so fucking mad. I was so mad. But whatever. We weren't supposed to win anyways. Arsenal were the better team throughout the year. Congratulations to them. Do I think it's a Mickey Mouse ass ring? I do think it's a Mickey Mouse ass ring. But today, fuck all the bullshit. Today, what we doing is we're looking back at my old shit. I made a Premier League prediction 9 months ago to the day, August 14, 2025. I just seen it on the video. I don't have good memory like that. August 14, 2025, I made a prediction of what the Premier League table would look like. Okay, if I get the exact position, I get 3 points. Okay? Exact position, 3 points. If I get within one or two, like if I say this person's getting 16th and they got 15 or 17, I get 1 point. So that's how we gonna do it, and we're just gonna count up how many points I got, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay. Let me move my cam. It's like dead ass right in the middle of this. Oh, I didn't mean to move that. I didn't mean to move that. I meant to move this. So we're gonna go right. This is such a terrible cam placement. Whatever. We're putting it right there. We're putting it right there. We're gonna put it right in the middle, actually. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. 19 or Wolves got 20th. I put them at 17. I had them in the relegation zone. But yeah, unfortunately, I was wrong as shit. So that's already off to a terrible start. Burnley has 19 points. I had them at 20th, so we get 1 point off that. I knew they were gonna get relegated. These niggas is fucking dog shit. These niggas come up every year just for bullshit. They need to make a new tier. This is why I don't like relegation. Like, shout out to soccer and all this. It makes sense how y'all do it. But relegation is just so stupid to me. Because there are teams like Sunderland that were in the championship for so long, and the first year they come up, they're in the Europe because they have the ability to spend like that. Then there are teams like Burnley. They come up every other year, and then these niggas go straight back down. It's just like they're in a better place compared to all the championship teams, but they're in a worse place compared to the Prem teams. And now it's like them fighting. Like Leicester is in fucking League One. Crazy work. Whatever. Burnley 19. We get a point off that. Where's my shit at? Okay, that's 1 point. Okay, next up, Brentford. Holy shit, I had Brentford 19th. They were 10 places ahead of me at ninth. And by the way, this was all hype. Niggas was talking about Brentford finna fall off like crazy. Now I gotta understand, cause like I'm getting into soccer. I'm not a ball knowledge knower. All right, I'm not gonna lie and act like I know hella shit. I know a lot, but not a lot. I know basic shit, but I feel like the number one thing that you should always look at is how a club is run and how well they're run. You know what I mean? I feel like Nottingham Forest is a terrible run club. I feel like Spurs is a terribly run club. Crystal Palace, last couple of seasons, bad run. You know what I mean? West Ham, terribly run. Burnley, terribly run. Wolves also. And look at where they're at on the table. Nottingham Forest are one of the worst fucking teams ever. They spent how much money buying all these players? Where are these players that they bought? I remember seeing 2 years ago they bought like 15 people in the transfer window, and then next season they're buying hella. Next season these niggas are buyers and they don't sell because you look at the only person who they sold is to Newcastle, and that nigga fucking sucks. Everybody else still on that team. Only person they're gonna sell. Anderson this season, I really don't want Anderson, bro. I don't want Anderson or Enzo Maresca. I really don't. I'm praying to God that Enzo Maresca gets Enzo for like he doesn't get Enzo. Like I really don't want Enzo. I, I, I would rather take any other midfielder in the Premier League. I don't give a fuck. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. I hate the guy. And we're gonna get him because Enzo. I truly, I hope to God that Maresca does not get that guy on our team because I'm not rooting for him. If he scores goals and he plays well, shout out to him. But I'm not a fan at all. I fucking hate that guy's guts. I digress. Let's get to the next one. Leeds. I had him at 18th. These niggas are on 14th. I don't know what my I don't know what my reasoning for that was, but I really like Leeds in the Premier League. I like them. I like them there as a Premier League, just like Tottenham. I like Tottenham there as a Premier League team because I feel like having other teams in the league changes the dynamics a little bit. Like if Tottenham is in the league, then there's no Tottenham versus Chelsea game. There's no Tottenham versus Arsenal North London derby. You know, Man City Tottenham, we have this terrible fucking losing record against them, right? So like I just feel like storylines are better for the league. You get what I mean? Like I don't like the fact that like Chelsea in the league, Chelsea has to be in the league. Newcastle, Sunderland, they have to be in the league. Everton, West Ham, Leeds, they have to be in the league. Like teams like Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, Fulham, Bournemouth, I could care less about. Every other team I feel like has to be in here. You get what I mean? Let's get to the next one. I had Wolves at 17th. They were relegated at 20th, so we're gonna forget about them. Sunderland, I had them at 16th. These niggas made Europe. They're gonna be in the Europa League next year. Europa League, bro. First of all, I had them 16th. That's 11 places ahead of where I had them, or 9 places. I might be stupid. 9 places ahead of where I had them. Shout out to them, bro. It's nothing but respect out here. Nothing but respect. West Ham, I had them at what 15th, and they relegated 18th, so no points on there. So far, we're 5 teams in, 6 teams in. I have 1 point. Just to tell you how terrible my ball knowledge is. Next up, we have Fulham. I had them at 14th. Fulham are 11th, so I'm nowhere near. Next up, I had Nottingham Forest at 13th. These niggas finished 16th. Yo, I'm actually ass at this game. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I'm garbage. I'm doo doo. I have 1 point. Holy shit. And it was the easiest one of all time, Burnley. Everybody and their mom could bet. I would bet a million gajillion. I'd bet if I had $1 trillion, I would put $1 trillion to win $1 trillion and $1 that Burnley was getting relegated last season. I literally have the through goal open net. That's exactly where Burnley is. No disrespect, because it sounds like I'm disrespecting them, but that's just how I feel. I had Brighton at 12. They finished 8, no points. Man United at 11. They finished third. But, but, but I thought they weren't going to fire Amram. These niggas was talking about how Amram is a 5-year project. I thought these niggas was going to be ass. So, this is why I hate fucking teams and they lie. You should have kept Amram. You should have kept Thomas Frank. Like, this is the, like, obviously I would love to see Man United get relegated. I would love it. I love the dynamic we have in the league. Like I this is my like good soccer or football. I'm gonna call it soccer, bitch. Fuck you. Good soccer is always like the best soccer games are from rivalries. You know what I mean? Those are the best games. El Clasico, the Manchester Derby, Manchester City versus Liverpool, Man City versus Arsenal, Man United versus Liverpool, Man City versus Chelsea, Arsenal versus Chelsea, Arsenal versus Tottenham, Tottenham versus Chelsea, right? Chelsea versus Liverpool, right? Like these are fucking amazing. Like Aston Villa versus I don't know who the fuck their rivalry are. Birmingham City or some shit. I don't know. I don't know. Brighton and Crystal Palace, right? Nottingham Forest and Derby County, right? You think I know that one? You didn't think I knew that one, huh? Let's get straight to it. Bournemouth, I put them at 10th. They finished 6th, no points. Everton, I put them at 9th. They finished 13th, no points. Crystal Palace, I put them at 8th. They finished 15th, no points. I am so fucking garbage at this game. I literally have 1 plus on here because I thought I was going to really be doing mathematics. I have 1 point. I got 1 point right. 7th, I have Tottenham. They finished 17th. Newcastle, I have 6th. They finished 12th. So these guys finished 10 places where I had them, and these guys finished 10 places where I had them, or 6 places where I had them. I'm fucking doo-doo garbage. The top five was easy for me, I guess. Only had to replace Chelsea and Man United because they had the exact same season, bro. Aston Villa, I had them at fifth, and they could have been at fifth if we beat them today. If we beat them, I would have had 3 points, but sadly, I only have one. 1 plus 1 is where I'm at. Arsenal, I put them at fourth. They won the league. Liverpool, I had them at third. They're in fifth. Chelsea, I have them at second. And I literally have 3 points. Enter. This is the calculations I've been doing, y'all. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. Okay, I'm not gonna overcorrect. All right, now that not all this is over. All right, now for next season, the goal is I'm not trying to get these predictions like spot on, get every fucking position correctly. I would love to get I would love for the next season. My goal is before I make my predictions, I would like to have the champion, the right correct champion, the correct top four, right? At least like three out of the top four, 2 or 3 out of the top four. I would love to have that correct. I would love to have 2 to 3 of the relegated, and then everyone else in and around their area. I have like if I look at this, Chelsea and Man United are in the complete opposite situation, right? it, like everything's gonna change next year. Obviously, nothing stays the same, and everything changes at the same time. So I'm not gonna bank on everything. But what I really, really, really want is for my shit to like make sense. Like if I have Bournemouth in 10th and they finish 8th or 12th, like it's like around that area. So that's the goal I want to have. I want to get the champion and at least two of the top four, 3 of the top 4 correct. The UCL qualification qualifiers correct. I want to have at least 2 relegated teams correct and everybody else in and around their area. That's my goal for next season. I'm wrong all the time. It's okay to be wrong. Embrace it. That's life. Thank you guys all for watching. Um, 2 things I'm gonna say. Man City are gonna win the league next year, and 2, thank you guys for watching.